Good afternoon, YouTube. What's going on? First and foremost, hope everybody's doing well. I thought we'd pop on here. I was going to do like a Saturday update video, being that we haven't really done much videoing, and with there's been changes in YouTube, and they kind of did this about this time last year too. So I've noticed there's a few more options, but I'm also noticing that a lot of the good channels that I like to follow and religiously watch are not coming up in my homepage anymore. So I've had to go back through my list and look and then find those channels, and it still says I'm subscribed. I've got the bell rung. Notifications are just not been coming through. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but that's above my pay grade. So what I decided to do was to make a video today. I probably wouldn't be able to do anything Saturday or whatever, because that reason is because we are participating in the Grandpa Mark's Cancer 24-hour group build. That is also conjunction with King Bob Model Works Cancer group build for this month, which is the Chris Cortell Memorial build, I believe. I could be wrong. Sorry if I butchered that up, Bob. So it's for a great cause. Grandpa Mark's got a GoFundMe that's going to go right to the breast cancer awareness. So all donations are welcomed and greatly going to be appreciated. It should be a lot of fun. We're going to have a live going where people can get in and out of there. So I believe Bruce said we can have 6 other people in there, and you can come and go, whatever, participate, help, help us raise some money for a good cause to help people. And Grandpa Mark said that he would shave his head and all the hair on his whole head, beard, eyebrows, everything, if we reach $2,000. So that would be really cool to see. So if not, check it out. Come in there, say hi in the chat. If you're going to participate, you got a telephone or something like that, or a camera setup, you're going to be more than welcome. We're going to have a link on there, and participate. This is a good cause. So that's what I like to see, is positive energy and good things in the community to build the community really good. So, but we have got some stuff done on the bench. We've got 3 projects that we're currently working on, and be more than happy to show you where we're at, and one of them being part of the 24-hour group build. So let's turn this camera around. Alrighty, so here's one of the projects that we've been working on. This is a Johan 1969 Roadrunner kit. This was a rebuilder, basically. So we stripped this thing, and whatever they used on this body before for paint kind of attacked the plastic a little bit. And it was, that's the thing you got to be concerned about with old rebuilders. But it didn't do a ton of damage. Just kind of mainly on the flat surface areas. So we've been doing body work. We've got another layer of primer, and then we've been basically block sanding it out to get it back in shape and giving it the proper amount of time to cure. So we're basically getting the body in shape. You can see that we've got the interior tub and the chassis all stripped. Not sure what color we're going to go with on this car. The car's turning out really, really well. I'm very excited to put this Johan kit together. I know I'm not going to use the kit wheels just for the fact that they suck. But I'm going to change the wheels on this kit. I didn't get all the wheels with the kit. The front seats were missing, and the motor was missing out of the thing. But other than that, I have the glass, I have the taillights, the grill, the bumpers. That stuff's all got to be stripped. It's pretty rough shape. You can see here, you can see where the blue is wore through. So we got to strip the chrome off of all these bumpers and grill and stuff, and then we'll chrome that stuff. But that's going to be a really fun build. I'm having a lot of fun, and that's mainly what this is about. And then, like I said, the 24-hour group build. Grandpa Mark made it very clear in his rules. Sorry, the air compressor just kicked on. that you're allowed to paint the body. So I've chosen to do the Ford 29, and this is a car that I've always wanted to build. I've had a few ideas about it and what I wanted to do with it. So I felt, you know, this would be a better candidate for me to get done in 24 hours. And the fact that Grandpa Mark let us paint them first, that helps. So we did a little experiment with the paint. I'm pretty happy with it. It's a very deep color. Really, really cool. And so we got, these are the side interior pieces. I didn't glue them in, being that they are also part of the interior. So I need to paint the interior panels side yet. So I basically just spray painted and airbrushed and cleared and all that crap. So we did all three processes on this deal. We used spray cans, we used airbrush for some of the shadowing, and we used spray can again for the clear. So this was a really neat experiment with 4 different products, and to me, I think it turned out really good. Again, it's that whole thing of people that say you can't do stuff with a spray can, and 100% they're wrong. So do what works for you. Now, the other project that's been on the bench here is this guy right here. We were making some serious progress on this 5-engine tractor. We've got all the body work done and in primer, so that's not glued on there, so I can slip that off when I figure out how I'm going to do the paint scheme. I've had multiple visions go through my head how I wanted to do this scheme, and I keep changing my mind. So I do know one thing's for sure, that we are going to use Createx paint on this tractor for the paint scheme. So we've got pretty much all the motors are in there. We're not going to wire this one up. This is the first rendition that I printed off. We have all the blower hats are over here painted. I haven't painted the butterflies yet. That's why they're not on the motor, because I wanted to wait until I got the paint scheme figured out. We got the steering wheel. We've got all the headers done, the fuel tanks done. So we pretty much got a few little bit of detail work to do on that stuff, and then that stuff can be glued on there, and then paint the body. It's turned out pretty well for the most part. This has been a lot of fun to do this tractor, so I'm pretty happy with it so far. Definitely going to print out a few more of these things and get a few more built. I'm going to do one where I use a different 3D printed Hemi that is more correct with today's deal. That Hemi there is basically it's not even an Aries version, and that's what would have been more dominant in the tractor pulling scene. That's more like a 392 or 352 style Hemi. So we're gonna upgrade this deal. I have some really great ideas to make some changes to one of these tractors, but again, you got to build the first one. You got to see how everything goes together, how some of the detail comes out when you start putting paint on it. And again, I've had a blast. It's just a ton of fun to do that. So really cool, doing some experimenting with the tractor, with the 29 here. So I'm really looking forward to it. We're just letting this thing dry. We basically got clear on it Tuesday night when I was screwing around out here in the shop, and then last night we were out here doing some body work and spraying primer on the Roadrunner. So really cool. We have a couple other builds coming down the pipeline that we're going to get started, and I'm very excited to do that. And of course I will show you when we get the 55 Chevy in paint. So that thing has came a long ways. So let's turn this back around. So I think that's gonna do it, right? Yeah, what a blast I've had in the last week. Work has still been extremely hectic, but I think there's a little bit light under the tunnel. There's going to be light at the end of the tunnel either way. I do have a another venture that I'm looking at right now, so that's kind of exciting. We are going to get more of this stuff done. Of course, then when we get into Christmas time, it's getting colder. Then I usually take some time off, so feels good to be back out here in the model shop. We've got probably another month just looking at the trees out there, doing some yard work when the leaves fall down, and then kind of start. This weekend, probably Sunday, we'll start doing some winterizing on some stuff around here, just getting ready because it has gotten cold. It's been in the 30s already, so winter is fastly approaching, which, hey, I'm cool with it because then I get some real quality bench time. I can actually get some work done on the big cars more, but mainly I get a good mixture of time on my bench, and I'm really, really looking forward to that. Like I said, I have some really neat ideas and some builds. One of them's a commission build, so I got to find a 32 Ford Coupe with a 5 window. So I have the 3 window, and this gentleman, I didn't think that his car was a 5 window, but it is a 5 window. So when he sent me pictures of it, I was like, damn, I don't have a 5 window. So I got to track down a 5 window coupe. If you guys have information on that, I'm pretty sure, I think the same company that did the 3 window did the 5 window. I could be wrong. I think Revell did. So I got to do a little research and see if we can find one. Probably stop by the hobby shop tomorrow. I'm not sure. So I haven't seen even the 3 window coupe at the hobby shop. The last one I bought was off eBay, the 3 window. So I don't know why, but I thought the guy's car was a 3 window. So anyhow, so we're gonna get going on this thing Saturday. We're gonna start doing all the chassis, all the motor, the wheels, tires, all that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Tune into that. Remember, it's the Grandpa Mark's breast cancer awareness group build. He's got a Facebook page. There's a GoFundMe link on there, and I'm sure we'll have the link on there. So enjoy the rest of your evening and have fun. And again, make sure you keep your hobby fun. Enjoy your building. Peace out, everybody.